Hello there, welcome to a tyke farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding-a-ling, ding-dong, the bell. It's Saturday morning, 6:45. We'll have two men on site today, again, Win and Ramil. We'll be carrying on with the fence. I'll just get the shop in the background with the new banner. The drillers went home last night. They'll be back this morning. They're bringing a pump to see how much water is in the well at the depth we're at. I don't think they're very keen on going any deeper. Because of the hard ground they've found. So we'll see what happens. We'll have to talk to them if they don't want to go any deeper about cost, because it's so much a foot. I'd like them to go down to the full depth because the strata underground is like a funnel, and we're 100 foot deep. The plan was to go to 170, and the water will collect, I imagine. I mean, I don't know anything about these things really, at the bottom of the funnel, but they're saying there's sufficient water at the depth of got now. So we'll talk about money. Now this, I'll just turn the camera around. Now this well was sunk supposedly to 60 feet, but it only got down to 48 feet. And that's a 2-inch bore. Well, a 2-inch pipe down a 3-inch bore, whatever it was. What I'm thinking is, for the price agreed, if they stop at 100 feet down the Piggery, is to take that well down to 75 feet. Now, that will be easy drilling, I would imagine, because there's already a bore there, a 2-inch bore. It's just going to have to widen that bore to 4-inch, and we get down to 75 feet. That'll give us secure water in that well as well, because they're still pumping next door, where we can get no water at all out of that well at 48 feet. But next door are pumping. Now they're not getting a great deal of water, but they are getting enough water. They've got 10,000 chicks in there, which will be 4 weeks old now, so they are using water. They will be drinking a fair amount of water, 10,000 of them. So that's the plan. If I can get that down to 75 feet, I'll have water as well. I imagine next door, it was put in by the same fellow who put ours in. He'll have sold it to them at 60 feet. Maybe he got 60 feet. We got 48. Maybe he got 55. But the point is, he's still got water, and we've got nothing. So that's the way I'm thinking. I might come to an arrangement with him to, if there is sufficient water down the bottom, to improve that well. Because I bought all the materials for 175 feet. That's what he wanted, and that's what I bought. For example, the steel pipe, that's just on cheap blue plastic pipe. He wanted to fit steel pipe, and I've got the 4-inch drainage pipe, like going across the side of the shed there, as a liner. I bought that down to 175 feet. so it won't cost me any more in material, and hopefully we can agree the cost, and it shouldn't cost me any more than what he quoted. He's going to have to move the well, but that's not a big job. He did fit up, get ready to fit a new drill bit yesterday. I'd still prefer to go to the depth agreed on the bottom one, which should give us a secure water supply even in a dry period of what we're in now. Apparently this dry period is one of the driest on record for the Philippines. But anyway, that's where we are at the moment with that, and we'll see how that develops, and I'll let you know later on. Back again, it's 1 o'clock. We've got 2 posts shuttered up. They're not going to pour them, they're going to shutter up 2 more posts and pour them all together. Now, we have a problem with shuttering up because the circular saw blade won't cut. So we're cutting full strips of the old, I forget what they call it, it's plywood with a plastic sheeting type of thing, pinhole board or something to call it. We're cutting them by hand with this little saw here. So I've ordered another blade, but it'll be 3 days before I get it off shopping. So yeah, that's but all the bracings up for these 2, and they'll get all the bracing up for those other 2 this afternoon, as well as finishing the shuttering. So I'll go and have a walk down the piggery. Yeah, we've run out of ice in the sari shop, which is not a good thing. Beginning of the week we had 3 bags, but there's more and more people coming and buying 10 kilos, 5 kilos, even 20 kilos at a time. But I refuse to go downtown shopping again today. I'll go on Sunday, but I'm not going every day. All the pigs are happy. With no drillers on site. They'll probably be here sometime today. I think they're having a rest. They've been living on site for the last week. And they went home last night. They'll probably be back this afternoon, this evening, ready to start in the morning. But we'll have to sort out with them what we're going to do. So yeah, that's about it. So I'll leave this video there, and I'll do another one this evening. So a quick look at the pigs. Make sure they're cleaned and fed, and all okay. Yeah, all looking good. That's a bonny little pig. Well, they're not so little now. Yeah, they're growing well. The pig what was lame, I don't know which one it was now. I had him up this morning, and he's right. There's no lameness at all now. But then 5 pigs there and the last 2 of the first lot. They're getting to be heavy pigs now. They're still on starter, but it won't be long before they're still on grower, but it won't be long before they're going on finisher. Yeah, we're at 100-foot depth. That pipe there is 90 feet down the hole, and that's the length of pipe the next 10 feet, and it's still 4 or 6 foot short of the 100 feet mark, and that's a new drill bit they put on, but they've not tried it. Now the rock they're in, I can't see the original drill bit to show you. I'll have a look inside, it might be inside. That drill bit might go through. If it does, we're going down to the bottom of the strata, which is shaped like a funnel. And to my mind, the lower you get into that funnel shape, the more water is going to collect in the bottom. Now it's alright doing a pump test and you get so many litres per minute, which only works when there's water in the well. But when it runs out at that level, it's not going to pump. No, I can't see the drill bit. So this is what we're going to have to talk to them tomorrow. I think it's 1,500 per foot, and the quotation was 200,000 down to 175 feet, if I remember rightly. But if there's water in the well and they don't want to go any deeper or can't go any deeper, then we'll talk to them, and my idea will be to make this well deeper up here. Now this well was supposed to be going down to 60 feet, and Jean was saying there was a lump of pipe fell off and they couldn't get it out. So we finished up, it was measured by this fellow who's doing the bottom well, and that well is 48 feet deep, and it's on 2-inch blue pipe, which is cheap. This blue pipe is cheap stuff, and the bottom 10 feet of it, where it was glued together, cracked and broke off. So we've only got 48 feet of piping. Now, the same fella put this well in, but he's on the metal pipe, I noticed straight away, which is what we're going to be on, that metal pipe over there. So I imagine he's down to the full 60 feet. He's pumping now. I know he's not getting a lot of water, but he's getting water. So if we sink this well down to 70 feet, that's within the budget at the quote he gave me down the bottom, 175 feet. If he gives me 75 feet here on a 4-inch bore, he probably won't go down the same hole, but he can go next to it. I would think that'll make a reliable well as well. So we've got backup. That's what I'm after, the reliable water. It's no good stopping down there at 100 feet and it dries up. But we are in a very dry period here in the Philippines. And he's still getting water at 60 feet. So I should still get water down there, even in a very dry period at 100 feet. But even better if I go down 70 feet here, and I've got two sources of reliable water. That's the way I'm thinking, but we'll have to talk to him tomorrow and see what's what. This fellow who sunk this well didn't know what he was doing. The fellow sinking the well down there, he does know what he's doing, because he sorted this well out for me. You to take, every time you wanted to use it, and the fellow next door has to do the same thing, you have to take, I had to take that out and prime it. And he rigged up a system where the tank on the roof, which gives me hot water for a shower, is tapped into that there, and we just crack that stopcock open and it trickles water down here all the time. So you switch it on and away it goes. Not at the moment, because there's no well at the depth, there's no water at the depth we are. If I explain that properly. So tomorrow we'll get everything organised, I think. I'll be quite happy with a 100-foot well there and a 70-foot well here. I think I'll be quite secure for water. But I'm going down to now tomorrow morning. I'll go early. We've run out of rice. I refuse to go down there today. I'm not going out every day. I like to be at home. So we have to go tomorrow. We'll get back as soon as we can. The Metro and Rich's shop we go to, or Prince's shop, they open at 7 o'clock, and we've got some bags of rice and grits to pick up before then. So we should be able to leave here at 5 o'clock, 5:30, when the two lasses come down to look after the shop, and get everything organised, ready to come back and have a conversation with them drillers, because they'll probably be in at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So I'll leave this video there, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. As a footnote, the Wi-Fi people came to fit the coin in the box Wi-Fi, which you see there. But they also sold us, I'll get my finger out of the way, they also sold us a metal cage for the Wi-Fi box to fit in. You can open the back to empty the money box, and then the coin slot goes at the front to put your money in. So they turned up at about 6 o'clock this evening to fit it. So that was alright, but they can't fit it because the cage has to be welded, and they can't weld. So if they hadn't bought the cage, they'd just screwed it to the wall and the job would have been done. But because they sold us a cage as well, it has to be welded, in this case to underneath the shelf, or if it was going on the post, they'd have to chip out and weld it to the Rio bar in the post. But they can't weld, so they can't fit it. They're coming back tomorrow, I assume with somebody who can weld. So it's still not done, and you know, I don't like being negative, but that's quite typical here in the Philippines. They come to fit something can't do it because they haven't got the skills to do it, or they haven't got the tools to do it. They rock up and all they bring is a screwdriver. We've got a welding machine. I did say that Win had welded it up for him, but Win, you know, 6 o'clock of the night when he's finished work, if he's going to do another half hour's work, he has to be paid for it. But they wouldn't pay him. They wanted me to pay him, but no, I've already paid 9,000. I think the cage was another 1,100 pesos or whatever. That includes fitting. I'm not paying twice as a matter of principle. So that's on hold till tomorrow. It doesn't annoy me or upset me. It makes me smile, and that's how it is here. I'm used to it now. So if somebody says, oh, they're coming tomorrow to do something, I know they're coming when they turn up, and I know it'll be done not necessarily when they turn up, but maybe later than that. That's just how it is here. Okay, we'll do it all again tomorrow.